What's up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and I'm here tonight with the review for the Real Housewives of Potomac, season number 4. What episode was this? It's like, what, 6, I think? Episode 6, and it was titled Boundaries, Bayous, and Beignets. So, you guys, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump right into the video, because I got another one to do after this. Alright, so the episode, it picked up with Ashley and, Candace still arguing with one another. And, Gizelle was playing on words, because remember in last week's episode when Candace was talking about Karen, she was telling Gizelle to be a friend to her. Gizelle's telling Candace, be a friend to Ashley, be a friend to Ashley, be a friend to Ashley. Like, okay, let's talk about that. Be a friend to Ashley. So, was Ashley a friend to Karen last season? Was she a friend to, Robin season 1 and 2? Was she a friend to Monique last season? I think the fuck not. So miss me when it comes to the bullshit with Ashley. Like, fuck that shit. If she ain't been a friend to nobody else, why do y'all expect for somebody else to be a friend to Ashley? Fuck out of here with that shit. Fuck out of here. And then Gizelle talking about, how, if she knew that it was gonna go this far, she would have kept her mouth closed. You should have kept your mouth closed in the beginning. Like, you could have easily avoided this whole confrontation if you had not said anything to Ashley about what Candace has said. Ixnay on, just silence it, dead it, don't mention it. But it would have. I know it would have looked shady at the reunion when they would have talked about it. So I guess for now we're gonna let it go. But eventually she told the girls, like, y'all got to get the fuck out of here. I don't care where y'all go. Y'all can go to y'all rooms. Y'all can go to the bar. Y'all can go wherever the hell y'all got to go. But out of my room, you got to go. All right, so now we are on day number 3. So we see, Gizelle, she is, I guess like where they had, a complimentary breakfast at the hotel. Karen joins her with that damn wig on. I wanted Karen to take that wig off and burn it, bitch. Like, oh God, that wig is horrible. So, they having this little small talk. And then, Monique joins them. Did Robin join them? Yes, Robin joined them. I'm like, wait a minute. Robin is on time? Oh, it must be something in it for Robin. And we see, so like I said, it's Karen, it's Gizelle, it's Robin, it's Monique, and it's Candace. Katie is up in the bed, wait, no. Katie went in the bed at this point. What it was is I think Katie and Ashley were going to go do something separate. So what it was the girls split up. So we found out that Candace and Gizelle are going to what is it called? Dookie Dookie Chase. And they they went there, they met with the mayor of Louisiana, Gizelle's dad and Leah Chase, I think that's her name. Correct me if I'm wrong. And Monique, Robin, and Karen, they are going to do they're gonna go look at the alligators, which I would have passed on that. Absolutely not. And then Ashley and Katie are going to go, and they are going to go do the tarot card readings. So then Karen with the other girl, she asked him like, "Yo, what happened? Like, what's happened the night before with Ashley and Candace?" So basically, Monique says, Gizelle opened up her big ass mouth. "Oh, Gizelle, you pretend to be everybody's friend, but you're just a messy bitch." She didn't say that, but I'm paraphrasing. Gizelle is a messy bitch. Like, she says she's your friend, but then she goes around and be messy in other people's business. Gizelle is stirring the pot. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. So then we see Ashley and we see Katie. Like I said, they went to the voodoo shop where they met the voodoo priestess. And Ashley, she shuffled her cards. She picked out 15 of them. And she was like, "Do you see any, little ones in my future?" And, in a nutshell, he told her, yeah, maybe within a year, but I guess, well, that might have been a good read. Because the show did film a year ago coming up. So, and Ashley's about to have her baby, so, okay, a year. Interesting. That is really interesting to think about it. Wow. What he told Ashley was stop stressing so hard about it. And I think what it is for Ashley, and this could be, interpretations, but I think when it comes down to Ashley, Ashley is really just worried about one thing. Yes, she wants a baby, but that baby is an insurance policy for her because her prenup, they had to stay married another 5 years or something. I think that's what I forgot what that prenup was, but that prenup basically fucks her kind of at this point. So she needs the baby. Hate to say it, but she needs the baby. The baby is a twofer. She wants a baby, but then she also needs the baby for an insurance policy. You can judge me for all you can judge me, but I know a lot of us. I know I'm not the only person who was thinking that Ashley is doing this for an insurance policy. So yeah, then we see Giselle and we see Candace. They met with the mayor of New Orleans, and they had a little conversation. Giselle was talking about how she her dad did stuff in Texas. What else? They really don't want much with that whole thing. Really don't want much with that. If you guys notice, if my energy is a little low right now, and it's been a crazy ass day here in Dallas, Texas today, man. So I'm just gonna veer off for just a few minutes. So what happened here today was around 2:00. So I went to the gym today at noon, and I got there and about 1:30 to 2:00. I noticed that the sky was starting. I noticed it was getting dark. I'm like, okay, it's about to rain. I looked at my phone and it said it was like an 80% chance of rain. I said, okay, cool. And like I said, you can clearly see that it was getting dark. I'm like, oh, I don't want to be out in the rain. So I'm about to go home. And I don't live that far from my gym. So I get in my car to leave. And then as I'm leaving, I could see the clouds. And the clouds were just starting to spiral. I'm like, oh shit, please don't let this be a tornado. So then, the rain starts drizzling and the rain comes down. I'm like, okay, cool. Then out of nowhere, the wind was just picking up. The wind just picked up, and the rain was starting to come down hard. And at one point, you could see, but then I turned on my windshield wipers, and and at that point, when I turned on my wipers, couldn't see nothing in front of me. So then I just started noticing that there were tree branches falling from the trees because the wind was blowing so hard. And if you live in Dallas, you know what's going on. But all over the city, the trees have either fallen in the streets, they've either been uprooted from the ground, like the route that I come home from the gym. There is a big tree in the street because it was completely uprooted from the ground. Power lines have fallen down. People are without power up here. Thank God I have power. What else? Like, traffic lights. Those traffic lights have been out since 2:00 today, and they are still out. It's 9:00 here, and the lights are still out. I know in downtown Dallas, a crane, flew into a building, and one person is dead, 5 were injured. Like I said, and then I had to go back to my gym because my gym is in a is covered parking. So I drove back there. On the way there, the rain got even worse, and I couldn't see at all. And then when I got there, before I got there, I was almost there, and I saw a one of those, the circuit breakers. I just saw it, boom! It just blew out in front of me, and I'm like, oh my God! So I got to the gym. Rain was still coming down. A pipe bursted in the parking garage. The parking garage started to flood. So I've had an eventful day, to say the least. So yeah, if I seem a little drained, that's what's going on. It's just been a crazy, crazy day. But let's just get back to the show, okay? But I just wanted to let that be known. If my mood seems down, that's what's going on with me right now. Just kind of baffled, kind of shaken, and trying to get myself together. So then we see, it was Karen, Monique, and Robin, right? Yeah. So they went to that alligator thing. I would have politely declined that. I'm like, yeah, no, I ain't feeling the alligators, And then when the dude tried to feed it, I was with Karen, and he was like, I gotta coax it. No. You don't coax that. You keep that motherfucker over there where it is. And then Karen's like, well, can I try to feed it? So she goes to try to feed it. Oh, hell no. I'm like, why would you try to feed it in the first fucking place? Like, no. No. And they talking about alligators don't eat humans. They don't eat humans. But they, no, keep alligators away from me. Keep it away from me. I don't want to be around it. So once Ashley and Katie left the Voodoo Priestess, they go to find some lingerie. With Katie, I'm sorry, girl, because they tried on tassels, and I could have dealt without Katie and them tassels and her titties. I'm like, damn, we saw her titties last week. Oh shit, excuse me, y'all. And we seen the titties again this week. Could have done without it. I really could have. That wasn't what I wanted to see. So then we see the girls, and they are, getting ready for Giselle's dad's party. We see Katie. Katie was putting on her wig. She didn't even have a wig cap on. I'm like, wait a minute. So you gonna throw the wig on and not put? That wig looked fucked up, fucked deep to the up. So then we see, so Katie and Karen were, late. So they ended up leaving. The other girls ended up leaving without them. So in the van, Ashley was asking, Monique, like, do you and Chris plan on having other kids? I mean, I know you guys don't even have this one right now, but here I am asking if you're gonna have another one. And Monique was like, well, we talked about at one point having 4 kids. Shit. Yeah, they were talking about having 4 kids. So then Ashley did the right thing, and she apologized to Monique because she's like, with her suffering a miscarriage, she wasn't very sensitive to what Monique was going through last season, and she apologized to her. I'm like, well, damn, this is a new Ashley. I would have never guessed Ashley would have apologized, but I'm so happy that Ashley apologized to her. Like, that was big of Ashley. So then, to celebrate Giselle's dad, they, do a second line to where his party is. So then, once they make it there, the ladies, catch up on their day. And then, Candace, she apologizes to Ashley. And Ashley is like, because she was like, I want to be a part of this journey with you. And Ashley's like, yeah, that's going to take some time. And Candace, tells Karen, like, girl, Ashley is full of fucking shit. Why does she tell Karen that? Because Karen goes and say to Ashley, Candace thinks that you're just full of shit. Like, you can't forgive her, but you've done so much to the girls and myself, which is so true. Like, really 100% true. But she was telling that, actually, Karen was talking to just Monique first, and then, Ashley came over. So then Candace comes back over, and she and Ashley are once again fucking arguing. I'm like, oh my God, why are we arguing? Why? Now, oh God, why are we arguing? Like, that shit was so fucking stupid. But you know what the funny thing was? Monique was standing up for Ashley, and I agree with what Monique was saying. I agree with all of them. Like, shit. Nothing is wrong with drinking before you get pregnant. It's after you get pregnant that you need to stop the drinking. Like, let the girl drink. She could get pregnant. Like, what the fuck? Moving on. All right, you guys, and then we got the last day. So all the girls are together with the exception of Katie, who is still in the bed, and production is recording her ass in their bed asleep. So they're going on a steamboat. So, Monique is talking about when they get back to Potomac, she'll be landing with family members coming for the rainbow party. And that her mother-in-law would be there as well, and her mother-in-law is staying with them. And, hopefully her mother-in-law don't call her no name this time. So then, Giselle, I forgot to mention that at the party, Giselle introduced them to a friend of hers. Karen kind of grilled him and, talked about how Giselle, ends her relationship so abruptly. So Giselle said that, after the party, they hung out with each other. So, so then Karen asked her, well, are you ready for a relationship? She says, well, I'm not sure. She says, wait. Are you and Sherman still together? She says, no, Karen, we're not still together. So, Karen still tries to ask Giselle some more questions, but Giselle completely shuts Karen down. Now, when Robin asked some questions, she answered Robin's questions, no problems. Giselle is being petty, is what Giselle is doing. Giselle is calling herself doing to Karen what Karen did to her. But Karen was talking about business. Now, I mean, I guess if you want to say, oh, if you can't tell me about your business, I can't tell you about my personal life. I guess I get it. If that's what she wants to say she's doing, it's an eye for an eye. I'm gonna let Giselle have it. I really am, because I don't really give a fuck. So, you know, like I said, Giselle shut it down because she says that Karen's friends with Sherman's ex-wife. What the fuck they got to do with anything? Explain that to me. So, you know, Karen tells Giselle, like, that is bullshit, for real. Like, you attacked me. But she said, I will not bring up Sherman ever again, okay? I will not bring him up. But you will never fucking disrespect me ever again. Understand that? Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. You know, stay in your lane. What did she tell us? Stay in your fucking place. Receive that. I'm like, okay. It was funny. It was funny. Stay in your place. Stay in your fucking place. Receive that. And you know, Robin chimes in. I'm like, Robin, why you got to chime in? Because she was like, you know, you and Giselle can set boundaries, but the cursing was not needed. I'll say whatever I want to say to whoever I want to say it to. Huh. I'm like, you right. You better do that, Karen. Tell her you can say whatever the fuck you want to say to whomever the fuck you want to say it to. Robin, mind your motherfucking business. Mind the business that pays you. I know Bravo is paying you, but they ain't paying you to mind Karen's business. So mind your motherfucking business, bitch. Please. All right, you guys. So that was this week's episode of Real Housewives of Potomac. Like the video, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys later. So I am going back to a show that I started last year, but I fell off on because of the BET Awards last year. So I'm going back to doing Claws this year. So that'll be next. And now I just have to figure out the schedule for the BET Awards because that is in like 2 weeks, I think, 2 or 3 weeks. I'm gonna really have to figure that schedule out for the BET Awards. And I think what I'm going to do for the BET Awards is I'm going to record. I'm not doing 3 videos in one. I'm not doing that shit. Ain't no way, especially with as long as the fucking BET Awards is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna watch all my Sunday shows. I'm gonna watch all my shows, and then I'm probably gonna watch the BET Awards on Monday and record the video Monday with Love and Hip Hop. So I'll see you guys later for Claws.